Your head teacher has sent you a username and password for the Ladder of Achievement and has asked you to set up the spellings for the next term or so, and you don't know what to do. So let me talk you through it. First of all, you have to click on the Teacher tab and type in the email address. sarahteacher@parkjmi.com, a completely fictitious school that doesn't really exist, but I've set it up to demonstrate the process. Now click Log On and you'll be faced with a very simple screen which says Your Rooms, Welcome to Park Village JMI and Create a New Room. Now in Ladder of Achievement terms, a room relates to each different class that you have. So if you're a primary school teacher and you just teach in one room and you have one class, then you will only create one room with one set of spellings. If you teach multiple classes, then you'll create multiple rooms. I'm just going to create a new room by clicking Create a New Room, and then we get to give the room a name. We're going to call it Form 6 ST because it's Year 6 and my initials are S and T, so that's the name of my form. And then you create a room. You have a room now and it's been given a unique code which you should write down, although you'll always be able to get to it by coming back to this programme. Our room's code is LFDH and that code is unique to your room and your school. Now click on the room code and there you go, that's your code. And then you have two windows. You have the student window or the terms window down here. At the moment you have no students because none of your pupils have registered or connected to the room, but they will do at some point and we'll look at that in another video. What I'm going to do now is to show you how to set up your terms. So you'll see that your head teacher's already set up your terms. Term 1 autumn, Term 2 spring, Term 3 summer, and right here is Set Your Main Reward. With the Ladder of Achievement, we work bottom up, just like a ladder. Everything goes from the bottom of the page because you're going up the ladder, and setting your main reward is something that helps motivate the pupils. If by the end of the year the class as a whole have achieved what you want in their spelling, then the whole class gets a reward. Letting the students decide on what that is can be very motivating for them. Some schools have done a trip to a theme park. Whatever motivates your pupils and will fit within the budget of your school or what their parents will be willing to contribute. This is for the year. I've created a trip to Thorpe Park as a reward if my pupils achieve what I want them to. Done. I'm now going to start setting up my spellings. So I'm going to click on Autumn Term and you can see that your head teacher has already set up the autumn term with 13 weeks. And look, right there at the bottom is Autumn Term Reward. And this one I'm going to just put as a non-school uniform day. My son and daughter loved a non-school uniform day. And that will be a little goal for them to have if they do well in their spellings over the term. Now all that's done, you can start entering the spellings. So we're going to start at week 1 and we're going to create a practice round. The words you set in a practice round will appear in the student's app, so they can practice them each week. You'll still do the test in the normal way, handwritten or on a computer in the classroom, but the words you type will connect with the app which the children can access on their phones or a computer, so they can practice the tests whenever they want. Here, again, the head teacher has set 3 levels, alpha, beta and gamma, which relate to easy, medium and hard spellings. And you're now going to decide how many spellings there are in each level. So in alpha, we're going to have 5. In beta, we'll have 7. And in gamma, we'll have 8, as that's the hardest level. Then we're going to click Next, and you now have a window where you can enter the spellings. Now, this little introduction speech is actually spoken on the app to the pupils, so it's good to write something encouraging. Can you spell these different modes of transport? This week will all be about getting about, and we're going to type in different vehicles. Now, this is the basic level, so it's going to be car, bus, taxi, train and boat. These boxes here are for you to click if these are priority words that must be learnt as part of the curriculum. Now, I'm not a teacher, so I don't know which are or are not, but I'm suggesting that car and bus and possibly boat would be priority. Now we're going to the middle one. How do you get to school? Can you spell these? There we go. And we're going to put running, skipping, walking, flying, swimming, cycling, and finally jogging. And this final one, these are a little tougher. Can you conquer them? I forgot to say some of these are priority words. There you go, running, walking and swimming. Just guessing, you're the teacher. And here we go. These are harder ones. Hovercraft. You'll notice there's a theme in this week's spelling. It's all about getting around. Aeroplane, glider, yacht. I always got this one wrong when I spelt it at school. Balloon, bicycle, lorry and motorbike. You now have your spellings for the first week. Now, this little tick box here, allow pupils to practice spellings this week. If that's not clicked, they won't be able to see the spelling test. What that means is you can create a whole term or a whole year's worth of spellings, just like I've done on this page, but they'll remain stored in the system until you're ready to allow your pupils to practice those particular spellings. When you're ready, just go into the week and click On. I'm going to allow them to do this one and I'm finishing. You have successfully created, updated the practice round for week 1 in term 1, autumn term. Now, I'm not going to do all 13 weeks because you'll probably get very bored, and as a teacher you're probably very busy, so you wouldn't want to sit through that. But this is what you do to set up your tests, and you can go to whichever term you want to set up. We've started on term 1. We haven't done those terms. And if you go back, you can create another room if you've got another class and do the whole process all over again. Over here is a little menu. When you finish, you just log out.